And Rider Games has a title everyone's talking about. Now I'd like to add my 2 cents in. Final Girl. This is for one player, a solo game. Ages 14 and up, and should take you about 20 to 60 minutes to play this game. Playing on the famous horror movie trope, Final Girl is a solitary-only game that puts the player in the shoes of a female protagonist who must kill the slasher if she wants to survive. The core box, when combined with one of the feature film boxes, has everything you need to play the game. Each feature film box features a unique killer and an iconic location. And the more feature films you have, the more killer location combinations that you can experience. In game terms, A Final Girl shares similarities with Hostage Negotiator, but with some key differences that changes it up, including a game board to track locations and character movement. You can choose from multiple characters when picking someone to play and multiple killers when picking someone to play against. Killers and locations each have their own specific tarot cards that will be shuffled together to create a unique experience with various combinations of scenarios for you to play. Well, that's what the publisher has to say about this title. Me, I'm just happy to see another, there's a couple, but to see another 80s slasher movie-inspired board game. Now, speaking as someone that grew up watching and experiencing the 80s slasher films firsthand, every damn summer that I could, live in the theater, so to speak, I gotta say, the praise that I'm seeing about this game does sound as if it captures really well, if not better than really well, that whole sensation, the experience, the theme, the feel of being that final character, the final girl, in most cases with those movies, to survive. But how did she survive? She had to kill off the killer. And this is the game that shows how it happens. Wow. Now, being a solo game, I have to say that solo horror games do add to that sensation, that feel of dread, of horror, of fear, more than the multiplayer games do. So I think it was real genius to decide to make this a solo game, because they wanted to capture that feel. And I think that's going to help them do it. And how to ramp up an atmosphere of fear? Throw in a timer. And this does, I think, from what I'm seeing and reading, have a sort of timing system that the rounds themselves are timed out. So the clock is ticking. And that always is going to add a little extra level of anxiety. What more perfect addition for a horror board game? Now, the fact that this has a relatively small imprint on the table, again, is another plus, a bonus. You'll love that, especially someone like me that enjoys filming games from time to time. But the components themselves, from what I'm seeing, they look great. They do. They look good. I like to see good components in a game, don't you? First of all, it makes you feel like you get your money's worth. But second of all, and I say this a lot, I know I sound like a broken record, but if a game looks good, you want to see it more often. And to see it more often, you're going to have to play it more often. So good-looking games, and you determine what is a good-looking game to you, I think do get played more. Another thing that I read that I really liked is there has to be a sense of danger. And this game apparently would give you that sense, I think, because what I'm seeing, it seems like besides the final girl you're playing, that there are going to be a score of innocents, of campers, of neighbors, or whoever it is, depending on the environment, the location that you're playing in. But they're going to be dying left and right. They're going to be lambs to the sacrifice to show you that this is real and it's going to happen, and you are dead already. From the start of the game, you're dead. So it's your job to change that outcome. And seeing all these bodies piling up around you, of course that's going to make you feel hopeless. It's going to make you feel dread, fear, anxiety. And that's the hallmark of a good slasher film. So how did I miss this on Kickstarter? Or the second one? I don't know. but it has tons of expansions. What you call it expansions? There's tons of movie themes. You get the main core box, and you get a movie thing, like the description said. And there's like a dozen or a baker's dozen worth of these out already. And there's a Final Girl too. So if you like this game, don't worry, you're going to have material to play this game literally for years on end. So don't bother, listening to anyone else. Don't be influenced. Don't allow yourself to be influenced, my friends. Be informed. Go out and get your own information like I did. And I like to tell people to watch live playthroughs, not just live. Well, live are best because, they didn't futz anything. But any playthrough of a game you're interested in, that's the route to go. Don't listen to reviews. Don't listen to what Peter, Paul, or Mary have to say about the damn game. Watch it played. That's going to be the best way for you to determine if you like it. But anyway, get informed, my friends, and go get more information on Van Ryder Games' Final Girl.